Class 9 students, let us come again to the part 3, that is improvement in food resources part 3. So let us again will study about the improvement in food resources about animals. In the first part we studied about crops, in the second part we studied about animal husbandry, about the poultry and the cattle. Now in this part of the chapter we'll study about the fisheries and the beekeeping. So cattle farming and poultry is finished. Now let us talk about fish production and keeping. You already know that animal husbandry is the scientific management of animal livestock. So it includes various aspects such as feeding, breeding and disease control. You know that if we take care of feeding of our animal, it gives a good production and it remains healthy. We can avoid nutritional problems in the animals. So let us talk about fish production. Here you can see a picture of fishes. So what type of fish production do we know? First is there are two types or two ways, that is capture fishing and culture fishing. So when we talk about the capture fishing, it is from the natural resources. We catch the fishes or capture the fishes. Now culture fishery, that we rear the fishes in the artificial places like composite fish culture or any other inland fisheries. So there are two sources, marine fisheries and inland fisheries. You know that marine means ocean. So the species which are found in sea are called marine fisheries, and in fresh water they are known as inland fisheries. So these are some examples. Now let us come to marine fisheries. Marine fishes are caught using many kinds of fishing nets from fishing boats. You must have seen in so many films that the people living in the coastal area depend on fish production. So they go to the sea, and these are the examples of pomfret, mackerel, tuna, sardine, bombay duck. All this is not a duck. All these examples are of marine fishes. Now, there are certain fishes which have high economic value. The feed fishes like mullets, then bhetki, pond spots, shellfish, prawns, mussels. Prawn is not a fish, even then it is having a very high economic value. Then oysters and sometimes seaweed. Seaweed is also not a fish, it is a weed found in the oceans. Now oysters, they produce pearls. So oysters are kept like a cage or a box-like structure, and they can produce pearls. So pearls are taken out and then the remaining oyster is eaten. So because of that, it is also a food. So all these things are included in different types of marine. Now what is mariculture? As the name indicates, that marine word is the meaning of ocean. So mariculture shows that the culturing of marine fishes in an enclosed portion of ocean or culturing fish is called the mariculture. What is the difference between mariculture and inland fisheries? So mariculture is generally takes place in the brackish water or the ocean. In the ocean they make the place to capture the fishes and culture them. Now freshwater fishes are found, the sources are canals, ponds, reservoirs and rivers. Now what do you mean by brackish water? The rivers coming to the sea, at some joint the river come towards the sea and the sea come towards the river. So that water which is neither very sweet nor very salty is known as brackish water. So in that water, that is estuaries and lagoons are the examples of brackish water. There we can rear the fishes. So fish culture is sometimes also done in the paddy fields. You know that in the paddy fields water is filled. So at the same time crop is grown as well as we can culture the fish. Now let us see what is composite fish culture. In inland fisheries, in a single pond, when 5 or 6 they can be reared in the same pond. So there are some examples such as surface feeder. Some fishes always feed on the surface, they remain on the surface, some in the middle zone and some in the bottom. So you can see the examples of surface feeder, middle zone feeder and bottom feeder. So what is the profit in making a composite fish culture? Because they do not quarrel for the food. This makes the more production and a person can get good production and money. So there is some problem also. Not always the production gives you better money, but sometimes there is a problem because all the fishes, they breed during monsoon season. So if we collect the eggs, then it is not of the same species. So this is a major problem that the seeds will mix. So what do the seeds mean? Here it is not about the plant seed. It is about the eggs of the fishes. So for the good quality of seed or for the specific quality of seed, what do? They have the scientists always try to find out the solution. So they have given a solution that by using hormonal stimulation, the fishes are compelled or are made to give eggs during the desired period in desired quantities. So in that way, you can see here that the fishes are caught and they are trying to take out the seeds. So the process you can see in the exam fear videos. So in this way, there are the beekeeping is also done. Now let us talk about beekeeping, that is honey production. You all know about honey and the bees. You must have seen so many hives. So what are the benefits of beekeeping? Farmers, there is no extra effort. Farmers can keep the bees and they can keep the beehives. That is the additional money making for the farmers. And the wax and honey is also used for food and the wax is also used for medicinal purposes. So let us talk about varieties. There are 3 varieties. There are 4 varieties rather than 3. Apis cerana indica, that is Indian bee. Apis dorsata, that is rock bee. And Apis flori, that is little bee. But what type of bee is used in India? Apis mellifera, because that is used for commercial honey production. So the commercial honey production is given by the Apis mellifera. Now you know about honey and you must have tasted it. It's very sweet. So let us see the honey quality. Here you can see so many bottles of different types of honey. So on what factor does the honey quality depends? It is the pasturage, that is available flowers and nectar and pollen collection. Then adequate quantity of pasturage. There should be so many flowers available in the environment or local area and the types of flowers. So in this way we complete the information about the beekeeping. So again, summary of this presentation at the fingertips. First is fish production. In the fish production, we learned about capture fishing and fish culture. So capture fishing, that is of marine fishes and inland fisheries. Fish culture of different types of fishes, inland fisheries, aquaculture, fisheries with paddy and composite fish culture. And in the composite fish culture, we studied the problem and the solutions. Let us talk about beekeeping. There are varieties of bees and the value of honey. So in this way, we studied in the last part about the food production and the beekeeping. In first 2 parts, we studied about the crop, that is the crop production and its storage. And in these 2 parts we studied about honey and the fisheries and beekeeping. So let us end with this, and if you want to get more information, you can visit National Bee Board site. Here our scientists are making so many efforts to increase the production of honey. So thank you all and have a nice day. Thank you very much.